in Queensland. I'm super excited to be here crafting with you. I'm a little bit early. I'm about 6 minutes early, but I thought that might give you a chance to pop on, say hello, have a little bit of a chat before we get into our free class that I have in store for you today. And I am super, super excited. It is a really awesome bundle, the beautiful balloons bundle. So please, when you get the notification, jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. And we are going to have some great crafty fun here tonight. So I can see I've got one person on, so that's a start. So welcome. So I'm going live here every Monday afternoon, live at 5 every Monday, giving you a free class every Monday. So it's super, super fun, and it's a new thing that I've added into my business. And it is fun just hanging out and crafting with you all. But I will be spotlighting a certain bundle each week, and we are going to be able to craft with some of the brand new products from Stampin' Up. So if this is the first time that you have watched me, my name is Donna Gray, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland. And I share my love of crafting with others. I teach people how to make cards from the beginning to the end. So if you haven't watched before, then by all means, make sure you click that subscribe button if you love what I do. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, because YouTube and Facebook love it when you give me the fun thumbs up. So you're in Queensland at the moment, Margaret? Really? Whereabouts? Are you close? I'm about an hour from Brisbane, so depending on where you are. So hello, I've got lots of people joining. So we've got Melly from Italy. We've got Margaret. We've got Melinda, I can see, who is close to me, like only about 20 minutes away from me. We've got Mary. Mary, you said it was midnight. Yes, it will be midnight. Catching me at midnight. So Mary may be asleep by now. That might have been the comments from before. So Margaret Griffith is saying that she is in Queensland near me at the moment. So that is really awesome. So hi, Glenda. So Glenda's in Queensland as well. Doris is in New South Wales. Kay from the UK. Hello, Kay. Welcome. Margaret Gordon is in Kirrawee in Sydney, and we've got Lynn Moore on. So hello, Lynn. Welcome, everybody. So as I said, I'm going live at 5 every Monday afternoon, showing you lots and lots of brand new bundles that are in our annual catalog. So there's so many new products that you may be feeling overwhelmed, but I'm bringing you a free class every Monday night at 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So this free class, you can join, you can watch, you can learn tips and tricks that I show you. You can also earn the kit for this class for free with a $65 order or more. So if you place a $65 order or more with me from Monday, like today, right through to Friday, which I didn't double check on the date on Friday, but whatever Friday's date is in June, so we're the 12th, so it'll be the 17th. Is that correct? Friday the 17th, I'm thinking, until midnight on Friday anyway. You can qualify to get a free kit of the 3 things that I'm doing today, but you get double the kit. Okay, so you get enough supplies to be able to create 2 of everything that I show here today. Now, no die cutting is done. No embellishments are added. It's the die cut. It's the cardstock and the paper that you will be getting, and envelopes as well. So it's a free kit that I will send out to you through the post. It will be the 16th. Thank you, Deborah. I couldn't quite work it out. I'm like, can I do the math at the moment? Maybe not. Well, it's 5 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. So, like the math is probably escaping me today. So welcome, everybody. So please feel free to share this over onto your social media sites. If you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to share it back onto your Facebook, and vice versa. because it is really, really awesome to be able to get lots and lots of people to come and watch us. Hey, Kim, all the way from the UK. Hello, welcome. So long since I've chatted to you. And I was in London, Kim, and I didn't even get to catch up with you. But anyway, maybe next time I get to London, I'll be able to catch up with you again. Okay, so as I said, one of the fun things is being able to craft and have fun hanging out with other crafty people. And that's what I absolutely love about my job, is being able to hang out. Okay, the 17th is Saturday because it's your husband's birthday. Being able to hang out and craft with crafty people. So as I said, every Monday I'm going live. I'm doing a free class every Monday, and you can earn the kit with a $65 order or more. If you choose to do a $100 order or more, you will get the embellishment that I use, which is today it's the iridescent pearls. So you will get the iridescent pearls as well as the kit to make the 6 cards. So you will need the stamp set and the die set to be able to complete the cards, and the ink colors that I'm using. And I'm pretty basic today. I'm only using 2 ink colors. I'm using 2 new colors, or 1 returning color and 1 new color. So I'm using Berry Burst and Bubble Bath. So 2 of my favorite colors, because I absolutely loved pink. So you were here, but you were super busy and it wasn't that far away either. Yes, okay. So Kim's saying that she missed that I was there, but I was actually very busy, which we were. We were very busy holidaying around. So if you're new and you haven't watched before, I've just come home from a month vacation overseas. We did a 12-day Europe tour. We had about 4 or 5 days in London, and then we had a 7-day Norwegian fjords cruise, and then I came home. So enjoying a hot salted caramel drink as it's quite cold here in Hobart. Well, guess what? I have my hot salted caramel latte as well in a mug. I thought I might end up getting thirsty while I'm crafting today. So what I wanted to show you is the awesome bundle, and I will actually I'll pop the camera down because I'll show you actually what we're doing. So you'll see the great cards that we're creating tonight, and I'll just grab a catalog and let you know. So these are the 3 designs that we're actually going to be creating tonight. So that's super fun. And I'm just going to grab a catalog just to be able to show you where you can find this bundle and how much it is, and give you some of the details. The paper in this beautiful balloons is absolutely stunning. I am telling you, it is probably one of my most favorite designer series papers in the book, for the simple fact that it is just beautiful and bright and colored, which is great. So page 15 in our catalog is, okay, so we'll go to page 14 and 15 in our catalog. So this is the beautiful balloons, bright and beautiful suite. So you can see here the designer series paper is simply gorgeous, and so I couldn't wait to actually use that that paper. Just hang on, and I'll remove that. So the host code that I just had there on the screen is the host code that you're going to need to use to be able to qualify for the free kit. So you can see here, now the bundle itself is $91.75, and it's got some really interesting dies. So in the dies, this die here can create like a fringe. It can also create like a slit effect to actually be able to weave ribbon in and out. Kay said this was her first bundle that she purchased. It's got some beautiful balloons here that you can actually make some shaker cards. I'm not making shaker cards with it at the moment tonight, but it is designed to actually make some pretty awesome shaker cards, which is brilliant. And you can see here we've got a wide variety of dies. So we've got stars, we've also got balloons, we've got a beautiful tag here, we've got some tassels to hang off the balloons. So it is a super cute cute set of dies, and the stamp set itself. So we've got 4 different size, well, 3 different size balloons. This one here is a great decorating one that you can actually decorate your balloons, your smaller balloons, or you can die cut balloons and actually decorate them as well. It's got some great sentiments as well. So for $91.75, if you added maybe a roll of ribbon, you will qualify to get the free embellishment and the free kit to make 6 cards. So I don't know who it is it's in a private group. So you're saying that you're not going to entice you tonight to buy this suite. I don't know. You never know. So it's got some gorgeous clear acetate sheets as well with some gold foiling on it, which is really, really cute. And that's used to do the great shaker cards there. But anyway, so what you will get if you do a $65 order, you will get exactly what is here. So you will get that kit there for free. Now, with a $65 order, you actually have to use that host code to be able to qualify. But you will find the shopping link in the Show More box down below on YouTube. You can also see it in the description of this video. I've also added a supply list too. So if there's something that I absolutely that I'm using and you absolutely love it, and you wanted to place an order, then by all means, all of the supplies that I'm using tonight are actually in that list down below. So that's actually what you will get for free in the post if you do a $65 order. If you do a $100 order, you will get a pack of the iridescent pearls thrown in for free as well. All right, so let's get started. So we've got these 3 designs that we're actually creating tonight, and they're fairly simple designs. They're effective, yet they're fairly simple and easy to create. So that's the idea of these free classes, is to be able to do something quite simple and easy so that you can replicate it. So let's get started with, what have I got here? Okay, so let's get started with this one here. So I'll push the other 2 aside. So this is my kit for this card here. So this card here is quite different. It's got a fold over top and then it flips out like that. So it's a really great fun fold, very easy to make, very easy to recreate. So I decided that I would do one of those for you tonight. So you will get everything in your card kit, including the extra envelope for the second card, but you'll get enough supplies to create 2 of these cards. I just wanted to let you know, I just want to do a little bit of an advert here. I actually have Wednesday in-person bingo on my schedule. So it's something that I've had many people asking me to do. So I've actually created a class, and it's going to be Wednesday in-person or online craft bingo. It is Wednesday, the 5th of July from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The cost is $45 for in-person or $50 to do it online. And we will be doing online and in-person bingo at the same time. So if you are new and you don't actually know what bingo is, craft bingo is, I am telling you, you don't know what you're missing out on. It is a super fun time. We get to craft, we get to play bingo, and you get to win Stampin' Up prizes. Now, it can't get any better than that. So what your $45 fee will include will be a little goodie bag that will have some designer series paper, some cardstock, a sampling of some embellishments and some ribbon, and that's what you'll use to do the crafting. So we actually have a game of quick bingo, we create a card. Have a game of quick bingo and create a card. So in between bingo games, we actually create some cards. So there's crafting with it, but there's also fun times in earning some Stampin' Up goodies. So I've got that event. So in case you were wondering when that popped up on my business page, it is a fun event. So 5th of July, so it's on a Wednesday night. It's here in my craft studio or via Zoom if you want to do the online content. So all right, so let's get back to crafting. Sorry about that. I just had to pop that in because I've only just launched that class. All right, so we've got a card base here. So your card base will be cut, ready to go. And oh no, hang on, I've got the wrong kit here. This kit's mine. That one's not. I've got the kit that I've already got prepped for somebody else for my first order. So thank you to the people that ordered last week. Your kits are actually in the post and gone, so you should be receiving them fairly soon. So how this works is the ordering special is until Friday night at midnight, and then I prep the kits and get them sent out over the weekend, and then by Monday we have the new class again. All right, so with this, I've got a normal card base size here. Now, my normal card base size is 8 inches by 5 3/4 inches. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to score it at 1 inch there, which is 7 inches. So then I'm going to take it to the 6 inch mark and I'm going to score it for 1 inch. Okay, so that's got a 1 inch and a 2 inch score mark on that side. I'm then going to rotate it and I'm going to score a 1 inch and then take it back to 6 inches and that will score my 2nd inch mark. Okay. So what we have got, and I think it's very hard for you to see there, but you can just see we've got a 1 inch score line and a 2 inch score line on that end and a 2 inch and a 1 inch on that end. Okay. And then we have another piece that is in here. And this piece we're going to score at, let me remember what I did, 5 3/4. Did I know? I scored it at 5. That's right. I scored it at 5 1/2. Did I score it at 5 1/2? Let me see. I need to double check. No, I scored it. I thought I did that. I scored it at 5 5 5/8. Okay, so I'm going to score that 5 5/8. So it's 6 inches long and I'm scoring at 5 5/8. So that mark that's halfway between 5 1/2 and 5 3/4. Okay, and we're going to fold that one over. Okay, so that's all the scoring that we have to do and everything else is cut, ready to go. So we are good to go to fold these pieces. So I'm just going to fold these pieces first and then we'll get into doing some of the stamping. Okay, so I'm going to crease that over. So that is 3/8 of an inch, that one there, 3/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to fold that one this way and then fold it back on itself. Okay, same with this one. We're going to fold it in on the 2 inch and back on the 1 inch. Okay, so in on the 2 inch and back on the 1 inch. Okay, so then we're going to have that look like that. Okay. Doris is saying, let's face it, Donna always changes our minds to buy or not. All right, so then you will have some designer series paper layers that are going to go onto there. So I'm just going to grab some liquid glue and we will add that. Now it depends, you can change it, you can turn it over and do it the other way if you like. I just liked the nice subtle look of this side of the designer series paper, but you do have that ombre side too if you wanted to use that. Totally up to you. Now on this one, I'm actually going to push this piece out towards that outside edge because when I flapped this one over, one of them wasn't out close enough. So I'm putting it out further on that outside edge than what I am on the inside edge, only for the simple fact that when we close that bit over the top, I want to see a little bit of that stripey out the sides. So I'm just going to put this one the same. I'm going to it'll be flush with the top and bottom, but just further out towards that outside rather than the inside. Okay, so we're going to adhere those like that. Now the next thing is this piece here. We've got some designer series paper and isn't this paper just to die for? It's so gorgeous. So I'm just going to add some glue to the back of that piece and that's going to go on that front flap. Now, the way we've folded that front flap, that fold is folding over like that. So this is the front, this is the top of it. So we're actually going to adhere this piece of designer series paper to that. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so now the next thing what we're going to do is, before we adhere our white insert piece, we're actually going to glue this. Now you can totally do it with either some Seal Plus. I'm actually going to do it with liquid glue because I like to be able to have that wiggle room. So I've just added some liquid glue on that fold over piece. Okay, so that's actually going to sit in here. But the trick to this is to make sure that you have it sitting up a little bit higher than normal so that these pieces can fold in underneath. So you need to have it not quite flush with that top. You need about 1 millimeter over the top. So I'm just going to line it up in the middle of those two pieces evenly, and just push it up just that little tad so that you are okay. So I've pushed it up. Can you see that? I've pushed it up. Hang on, I can show you. See how I've pushed it up that slight little bit. So about 1 millimeter or just a smidge, just to be able to have it that it's high enough that these pieces will fold in comfortably in underneath, and that will fold down over the top. Okay. Okay. And see, as I said, you'll see a little bit of the stripy, on both sides. All right. So that's more or less it for that fun fold. So it's really cute. It's really easy to do. So now what we're going to do is we've got an insert for the inside here. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping there. We've got a scrap piece of basic white that we're going to stamp some of our balloons on. So I'm going to bring in my pierce mat. Because this is a photopolymer stamp, we are best to use a pierce mat when it comes to our stamping to make sure that it stamps really nicely and crisp and clear, and especially that these are quite large solid images. So you want them to stamp really, really well. So I'm going to take the smaller out of the two solid balloons. I'm going to grab my bubble bath ink, and I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper just to pop in underneath my pierce mat so I don't get any ink on my pierce mat. So just bear with me while I grab a piece of paper. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to, now our pierce mat is a tool that is a must-have. If you don't have a pierce mat, I'm telling you, you need to get one. Now we sell them and I've got it in the supply list down below as well, because it gives you a really guaranteed that you're going to get the nicest, crispest image. Crispest, is that a word? No, crispiest. I don't know. More crisp image anyway. Words are escaping me. All right. So what we're actually going to do down the inside of this card, we're actually just going to use that balloon, and we're randomly going to stamp some gorgeous balloons just down the edge of that cardstock. So we're going to do the same thing over this side. So just twisting them around so you get a bit of a different look each time you do it, and just creating a border down both sides. So that's all I've done, is just created a cute border of balloons just down the sides of the card. Then we're going to take the happy birthday stamp out of the stamp, and we're actually just going to stamp happy birthday right smack bang in the middle, like that. Okay, now the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to stamp, we need one of the large balloons and we need two of the smaller balloons, but we're just going to do one large balloon, and we're just going to stamp it up here as close as we can, right up here in that corner. Because the other two balloons, what we're actually going to do is we're going to cut them out and then we're going to stamp them afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to use the large die there, and then I've got this solid looking die. So that solid looking die, we're going to actually die cut two other extra balloons out of it, and then we're going to stamp it afterwards. So let's bring in our die cutting machine. Okay, so we're just going to pop that large balloon over the top there, and we're going to get that stamped. And then I'm just going to pop this one maybe right up there in that corner, because I need to pop another one down there. And I'll grab a cutting plate to put over the top. Okay, so we're just going to cut out the large balloon and one of those smaller ones, and then I'll cut out a second smaller one. Okay, So we have our large balloon, which is super cute. And then we have one white balloon there. And I'm going to cut a second white balloon out of that paper. So we will pop it up there and cut a second one out. Okay. Oops. So we've got 2 white balloons and our stamped balloon. Okay. So now with our 2 white balloons, we're going to bring in that pierce mat again with our scrap paper. And now with this larger balloon stamp, it's actually just a decorating stamp. So I'm just going to decorate them with the same ink. So, and I'm just going to stamp over the top. So all it's going to do is put a decoration on them. You see that? Yes, it is bubble bath ink, Leslie. Yes. Bubble bath ink. Okay, so there we have 2 cute balloons stamped with that bubble bath ink. Okay. Now we're actually going to assemble. So we're going to pop this one on the inside of our card. Now our insert covers the working on this card. So that where we've stuck in that layer, the insert then covers over the top of it so you don't notice where you've stuck that little layer in. Okay, so we're going to stick that one inside, just like that. And then, of course, that folds over, that one folds down. Now we have our large balloon and our 2 small balloons. Now, the only other thing we need to do is on a strip of our paper, which I should have had one there. I think I did. There. Just on a strip of our basic white, I'm just going to stamp the sentiment that says, I think it's time for a celebration. So just with our bubble bath ink again. And I'm just going to stamp that right down as low as I possibly can get it on that strip. And then I'll probably just trim it down. But isn't this bubble bath just gorgeous? Kay's saying bubble bath is just gorgeous, is a gorgeous color. It is. It's just got that really nice. At first I thought it was a little bit too lolly looking, but it dries softer. When you first stamp it, it looks a little bit fluoro looking. I don't know. So I'm just going to trim that down now. And I'm just going to, with our little baby trimmer, I'm just going to trim that down just a smidge more, just to make it a little bit narrower. Like that. Okay, and then that's going to go on there like that. All right, so we're just going to grab some dimensionals. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up, Leslie. You love everything in this suite. It is pretty cute, isn't it? And I think the thing is that the different color scheme that you can use, there's so many different color schemes, so many different colors in the designer series paper itself. And I think you can use nice soft colors, you can use brighter colors. Okay, so we're just going to pop one balloon there like that. Second balloon, I'm going to add some more dimensionals to that. And I'm going to pop one just down there like that. The other one. Hello, Leslie. Thank you for the thumbs up, Deborah. Thank you. Okay, so that one, we're just going to pop in underneath there and go like that. Then, of course, with our celebration, we're going to add some dimensionals on the back there. Now, you take your pick tool is fantastic for picking up your dimensionals. It's also fantastic for removing your dimensional backings and collecting them all in one go. Okay, so it's a great way of collecting those dimensional backings instead of getting the pesky little things all over your house like we all do. So I'm just going to pop the celebration tag on there. And then, of course, with our gold trim, and did I bring the gold trim in? Bear with me. I think I left it out on my kitchen bench. I'll just be back in one. I'm positive I brought it in. Oh, there it is. I did bring it in. Second guessing myself. Okay. So then with Simply Elegant trim, I'm just going to do a cute little bow. And let me tell you, this elegant trim comes in silver and gold. And it is a fantastic all-purpose trim. So if you don't have Simply Elegant trim, it comes in a spool like this. You get your gold and you also get silver in a pack. So they come in a twin pack. And I can tell you, it is great for embellishing when you are unsure which embellishment you want to use. It will go with most things. So it's super cute to be able to have as your embellishment. So I'm just going to add a little bit of Seal Plus just down in under there. And we will pop that bow into the Seal Plus. And then, of course, finishing it off with a couple of the iridescent pearls. Using my handy dandy take your pick tool. As you can see, you can pick up embellishments so easy with this fantastic tool. And we're just going to pop one there. And there you have your first quick and easy, wonderful card using that beautiful birthday balloons stamp set. All right. Hello, Vicky. You finally get to watch in real time, Canada. Well, that's good because this is a different new time for me, and so I think it's working well. I feel like I'm finding more people. So that's card number 1. Okay, let's move on to card number 2. We'll pop those up in the corner. Now, card number 2 is this one here. Now, this is fantastic. It's a little gift card holder, so you can pop a little gift card into here. Now, I do have a card here, but I don't really want to. I will try to cover my numbers on this card. We might pop it in this way. So there. Okay. So I'll just cover some of those numbers so you can't see. But you can see there, you can pop a little gift card in and it can then fold up. Okay. So when they open up the gift card, they can actually see that. Okay, so I better pop that away because I don't want anyone taking my credit card number. All right, so this is super duper easy, and I mean, it may look like it's not, but I'm telling you, it is really easy to do. So let's bring in the kit for that one. All right, so in your kit, there's a few pieces in this kit. It has a couple of extra pieces to the normal one. So you're going to have one piece of the Berry Burst, which is quite large. You're going to have this piece here, which is the base part. Let's pop this up in the corner here so you can see. It's the base part of our card, and then this is the folding part of our card, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to decorate the base part of the card first, so we get that out of the way. So I'm just going to, with that designer series paper, we're just going to add a bit of liquid glue to the back. And we're just going to adhere that to our base. Just like that. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this longer strip. Now, this strip is 10 inches long by 4 inches wide. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to score that strip in 2.5 inch increments. So we're going to first of all take it to 2.5 inches. Let me get this out like this. So we're going to score at 2.5 inches. Excuse me. We're going to score at 5 inches. We're going to score at 7.5 inches. Okay, so I'll go through those again. So 2.5 inches, scoring, 5 inches, scoring, 7.5 inches, scoring. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to concertina fold. So we're going to fold one that way, and one that way. Okay. So you're going to end up with a concertina fold, and you want to have it that it's going to fold out that way. Okay. So when we do our card, it's going to fold out that way. All right. Leslie says, how often do I go live? So I'm doing this every Monday night at 5 p.m. and I normally do one on a Thursday at 9 a.m. But I think I'm just going to be doing maybe the Monday night. The Thursday is not quite as popular as what this time frame is. So I think I'm just going to stick to this time frame. All right. So we have that. And we're going to have that's going to glue onto there. So then we've got some pieces here to decorate. So first of all, we've got our star piece to decorate. So I'm just going to add some liquid glue to the back of that. But if you subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, and you turn on the notifications, you'll be notified each time that I upload a video or that I go live. So we've got the star one on there. Now we've got this little piece here, and that's for the inside here. Now, as you can see, obviously it's way too big. But I've got it that I want to do a little bit of scoring, and I'm also going to, so I'm going to score at 1/2 inch on each end. So we've got 1/2 inch there, and we've got 1/2 inch on this end. Okay. So we're going to fold that over and that over. So that's creating that piece that goes on the inside. But as you can see on mine, I've actually got like a little finger hole here. Now, the reason why I put the finger hole in there, I think it's just easier for people to be able to put a card in and out. It shows it a little bit easier, like where the card's going to go. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to take a little, I've got a 1 inch punch. You can do it with any type of punch you want. And I'm just going to punch a little piece out. And that's actually going to give it that little look like you can grab it. Okay. Now, the secret to gluing this in, because we need to put glue on these pieces, but we also need to run a tiny, tiny little bit of glue along that edge, so that will actually stop the card from falling all the way through. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue both of those tabs. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on there, bit of glue on there, and I'm just going to run a fine little dab of glue along that edge. Now, that's actually, hey Priscilla, how are you going? That's actually going to stop our gift card from falling all the way through. So I'm just going to line that up on there, and I'm going to put it as close as I can to that edge, and I'm going to just hold that down. And a bit of glue oozed out, but that's okay. And you can even push those two ends a little bit, so then it gives it a little bit of a tuck up there, so that it shows exactly where you're going to put the credit card, the gift card in. So just by pushing up those little pieces, it just gives that little tuck. And I don't know whether you can see that. See how it's got a little bit of a gap that it's poking up a little bit, so it's easier to get the card in. Okay, just a few little tips and tricks that it helps make it a lot easier. So then I've got this beautiful circle piece, which I think it's probably my favorite out of the whole entire paper pack. because you get me every time when it comes to circles and different colored circles. I love geometrical patterns. So we're just going to pop that one on there. So we've got this one that is at the front. We've got it opening up here. We're going to put the card in. And then, of course, it's going to open again. So we've got two basic white pieces to go on the insides there. So we're going to stamp those before we actually adhere them to the card. And I'm going to use my Berry Burst this time for the sentiment. I'm going to bring in my piece mat. So I'm going to do the Happy Birthday in Berry Burst. So we've got Happy Birthday in Berry Burst. And then, of course, I'm going to do the balloons in Bubble Bath. So I'm just going to do one balloon just on top of the Happy Birthday there. So one balloon there. And then here, I'm just going to do some floating balloons. And I could even probably do a third one there. There we go. So we've got some floating balloons on there. And the balloons are soft enough. I've only done 2 on the inside of this one, 3 on the inside of that, because the balloons are soft enough that you'd be able to write over the top anyway. So, so that's where you'll actually write your little message to the recipient. So then we're going to adhere those to the inside of that piece. So we're going to bring that back in. We're going to adhere that one there. This one is going to go over there. Okay, just like that. So we now have our piece that's going to go onto our card like that. Now, to decorate the front, it was quite easy just to do some of these cute little stars and another strip of paper and doing that same sentiment. I think it's time for a celebration, I think is a great sentiment to use. So I'm just going to bring that in. I'm going to bring my piece mat in again. And we will ink that one up this time with Berry Burst. So ink that up. And I'm going to stamp that down towards the bottom once again on that piece. Okay, and that. And I might trim that back a little bit with my trimmer again. Don't lose my stars. Just to get it a little bit thinner than what it is. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to adhere that onto our card base that we have here. So all I'm going to do is add some liquid glue. So I've got it that I know that it's going to open the right way. Okay. Berry Burst and Lemon Lime twist together is really cute. Yes, it was one of the old combinations. I'm actually quite amazed, though, that the Lemon Lime twist is not as bright and cheerful as what our Parakeet Party is. Our Parakeet Party is a lot brighter. All right, so then I'm actually just going to sit that and eyeball that in the middle of the card there, like so. Okay, and just hold it down, give it a little bit of time to sit there. I might actually just pop a block on top there. All right, so now I'm just going to add some dimensionals on the back of our little stars and our sentiment label. So on the back of the star there, and I'm just going to put one on the back of each. There, and then the sentiment label. Now, just remember it does actually straddle both sides. So just bring your dimensionals in a little bit from the outside because it actually does hang over both sides. And I'm just going to pop one in the middle. Okay. So now I'm just going to pop the sentiment on. So just like that. And then, of course, the little small star down the bottom. And our larger one up the top. Okay. And then, of course, embellish with our beautiful iridescent pearls. So one there, a little one there, and another little one just down there. There you have your second gorgeous card using the beautiful balloons stamp set. So what do you think? What do you think? Super cute. Great way of adding a nice little gift card in a card. Super fun. Easy gift card holder. Okay. Now the next one that I want to do is this cute little one here. So there's a little bit of fun with this one. Let's pop those two up over there. Okay. So this one here is actually a cute little, I would stick a gift card in either under here or on top there and just pop it into there. So I wanted to make a little pocket that you could do that, and it comes out with a nice tag. You could actually stamp happy birthday on here so that when they pull the gift card off, that it actually has happy birthday underneath. It's totally up to you, but I thought we've got the sentiment on the front. So anyway, so let's bring in that kit. Okay. So I've done a few things ahead of time to save us a little bit of time. Now, this piece here you're going to get, and it is cut at 4 inches by 7.5 inches. And we have scored it at 2.5 inches and then at 5 inches. Okay, and that's going to create our cute little gift card holder. Okay, so so same scenario as this one here, but we're going to wrap it around, and that just creates that nice little pouch. Okay. Now, one of the things that you need to do is the front of it is actually going to be, so this middle piece here is actually going to be the front of your little gift pouch. So I took the large circle punch that we have. So the 2 3/8 circle, I think, was it that one that I did? No, I don't think I did that one. I think I must have done something smaller, 1 3/4. Was it 1 3/4? Yeah, it looks like it. 1 3/4. You know, you design these things and then you forget what you did. Just kidding. All right, so I'm going to take the 1 3/4 inch punch, and I'm just going to punch down evenly. I'm going to try and get it even between those two sides and just punch a little hole out. Ah, dear. I don't know. I did tell you that I wasn't going to promise that I couldn't persuade you. But it is a super cute, it's a super cute bundle. It really is. I better have some salted caramel coffee. Oh, lovely. All right, nothing better than a salted caramel coffee. So now what we're actually going to do is when we glue this together, so we're going to need to glue all of that, but we're also going to need a little row of glue underneath here because we need to make sure that our pouch doesn't come open. So what I'm actually going to do is before I fold the sides over, I'm actually going to run that little bit of glue down along the bottom here. Okay. I'm then going to fold one of these over into that and just hold that so that that adheres along the bottom. Okay. Now, once we've got that it's taken hold, and even just with your bone folder, even just rub it with your bone folder to make sure that it actually has decided to adhere there. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to make sure that I pop it right at the outside edge of this one, because you want it to definitely glue on that outside edge. Okay. And then we're just going to add some glue around that way. Okay. So we want it to actually glue on that outside edge to make sure that it actually glues down nicely. Okay. Now you might, because I've done that, I might get a little bit of glue, but that's okay. I'll just wipe it off with my fingers. So we've actually adhered the bottom, and now we're making sure that that wraps around and adheres. And it actually adds, you won't be able to afford, you won't be able to afford any more of the salted caramel by the time I'm finished. I'm sorry. What can I say? I'm sorry. Is it Sue that's in there? All I can see is Facebook user. Type your name. Type who's talking to me so I know exactly who's giving me cheek. All right. So we've got that, and that's actually created our little pouch. Now what we're going to do is this piece here. So you'll see here that I've decorated this little piece, and that's actually with that stamp that I had that to stamp the balloons. So I've actually decorated just with our, whoops, a daisy, with our Berry Burst ink. Hi, Teresa. How are you going? So I'm just going to bring in the Pierce mat again and my scrap piece of paper so I don't get any ink on my Pierce mat. Okay. And so all we're actually doing is just stamping on that. Yeah, I thought it was Sue. How did I guess? All right. So we're just going to stamp around with that stamp, and it's just going to decorate and put a little bit like confetti type of thing on the back. Okay. So that's all I did for that piece. Then for this piece here, this is a beautiful die cut that's in the bundle, and it's really, really cute to have as a nice little tag. So what I decided to do with that one is just with my bubble bath is just to add some of those cute little balloons. So the small balloon again, and just add some of those cute little balloons around. So I've done one just there, one just there, and another one there like that. So it's just created a cute little interesting tag there. All right. And then we also need to do our sentiment, which is that in the Berry Burst, it's time for, I think it's time for a celebration. So we're just going to stamp that down towards the bottom of that one. And that's good. All right. So that's all the stamping we need to do. All right. So let's trim that one down again. So we'll trim that there like that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pop this together. So what I did with this one is I just popped some dimensionals on the back of this one, and I've popped it up onto that bottom one. Now, the reason that I did that was you need something to hold this little tag from going too far down into the pouch. So I decided to add that card. Now, you can either stamp happy birthday on this side and then actually stick your gift card on the back. So you could stamp happy birthday down the bottom here and put your gift card on the back. But it's big enough to actually glue the gift card on. So I would use something like our Seal Plus and glue the gift card on so that when they pull it out, the gift card comes out on there as well. So I've just popped that up with dimensionals onto that bubble bath decorated layer. And I've just popped it up a little bit from the top and even both sides. So just like that. Okay. Now at the front, we've got this nice stripy designer series paper. Don't the colors just pop? They're just gorgeous, aren't they? So we're just going to adhere that one on with our liquid glue. Well, hello, Glenda from Malaysia. gallivanting around. I mean, I can't talk. I've just been gallivanting around, but it's nice to see that you're on holidays. I hope you're having a great time. Okay, so then that one's going to slide down in there like that. Okay. And then, of course, with our celebration, we're going to add some dimensionals on the back of that one. Now, what I decided to do was I decided to go with the slope of the lines on the designer series paper with my sentiments. So I just lined it up because putting it, it's nice, but I just decided to go with that, with the lines. And then, of course, we'll pop some dimensionals on the back of our stars. At the back, yes. And that one. So we'll pop a little star down here. And the bigger one up the top. Like so. And then, of course, some of our gorgeous iridescent pearls. So just remember, you can actually get this kit if you place a $65 order or more through my online store, and I will just pop up what the host code is. You must use this host code to be able to get the free kit. Now, if you place a $65 order or more, you will get a kit to make 6 of these projects. So you will get to make 2 of each, and you will be able to come back to this video and watch it again. If you place a $100 order or more, you will be able to get a free pack of the iridescent pearls thrown in as well. So it's a great way of getting a free kit by placing an order. Merlin, your wish list is growing. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm just going to tie a cute ribbon, a cute bow with our elegant trim, the gold one. Okay. Now, I would normally use glue dots, but of course the glue dots aren't in my room, so I'm just going to actually add a little bit of Seal Plus. So I'm just going to add some Seal Plus just up the top on there, just to hold the bow. Now, you could tie the bow through the hole. I don't normally do that. I just think it's easier just to pop the bow on there like that. And there you have your third and final project. So as I said, you can actually get the kit for free to make 2 of each of these projects if you place a $65 order or more. Now, my link to shop is in the show more box down below, or if you are on Facebook, it is in the description of the video. I have added a list of supplies of what I've done. So I hope you've enjoyed that free class again. I'm so enjoying coming to you and giving you these free classes of a Monday. So it's awesome to be able to hang out with you and to be able to craft with you. So what do you think? Give me the thumbs up if you actually love what I did. And as I said, Kay said, love little pouches for gifting ideas. They are fantastic. And also too, you've got a gift card holder there. So great birthday ideas, I think, when it comes to, I mean, in this day and age, who buys people presents anymore? Most people give them a gift voucher or give them a little bit of cash to spend, because I know when it comes to teenagers, I know that it's very hard to make the decision of what you want to buy for them. I know with my girls it gets very hard. So sometimes a gift voucher is a lot easier. So it's a beautiful bundle, a beautiful suite. So as I said, if you purchase the stamp set and the dies, and one more thing, which may be the elegant trim, you will qualify for the free kit to get to make 6 cards, 6 of those projects, and also a pack of the beautiful iridescent pearls as well. So thank you everyone for joining me for this free class. Did you like that? Did you enjoy it? Do you think it's now on your wish list? Donna, did I get the kit with my order that I did last week? Tony, you're in my team. So you did an order with yourself. You didn't do an order with me. You did an order with yourself. So no, you don't get the free kit. I'm sorry. This is for customers that order through my online store. So they actually place an order with me. I know you did a big order, but that was for yourself because you are a part of my team. So, so for you to, and it doesn't matter if you're a demonstrator, you can place an order with me. I know that sounds crazy, but you can still place an order if you want the kit. That's actually how it works. Okay. So thank you, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed it. And until next Monday, live at 5, I will see you all again soon. Have a great night and keep crafting.